I really feel like I look like Rudolph tonight. And it is not Christmas time or December. So, um, thank you for joining Freedom Fridays. I am Dr. Nikiba Jackson. I would first invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Freedom Fridays is a channel that I started with my daughter almost a year ago just to be able to journal about my wellness journey as I continue to release things from my past to free up my future to allow me to live the best version of myself. Been talking mainly about just wellness things. Sometimes my daughter gets on here and she shares her tidbits. She hasn't done it in a while, but also um, I just want to just take some time just to share with you what my experiences are, and hopefully it motivates and inspires you to be the best version of yourself. So tonight's Freedom Friday, I just want to talk a little bit about being free to be committed to yourself and what does that look like. So this past week, um, I got on a scale and I think I was down about a point 0.2 or 2 ounces. And if you guys don't know, I started this, like I said, almost a year, little over a year ago. But my weight loss journey has been all my adult life. And so what that's looked like is I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose weight. Every time I wanted to lose weight, I lost some weight, then gained some weight, lost, gain, lost, gain. It's been a pattern in my life. And so one of the things that I recognized is that I never was satisfied with me at any weight. I always was trying to be something and never learning how to just be that. And so I end up being committed to everything else, but I stopped being committed to me. Like, what was my real goals? I wanted to look a certain way. I wanted to feel a certain way. But for real, I was looking at it for external reasons. And so now that I'm a little more wiser, I've changed like just my focus. And so um, what being committed to means is dedicated to a cause, dedicated to yourself, just being dedicated to the results. And so for me, um, when I started this channel a while ago, I was focused on losing weight. I was getting ready to take a trip or take a move. And then losing that weight for me meant I was going to be able to travel easily and freely and effortlessly. Um, some of the good things that's happened, I'm able to actually move more. I've gained my mobility back. I'm not 100%, but I'm not anywhere near where I used to be. Um, and also, I've actually gained a greater appreciation for juicing. I've gained a greater appreciation for eating raw foods, eating more vegetables, and um, just being accountable to myself, and also not giving up on me. So I've also gained opportunities to travel with my daughter, and we've traveled. I no longer need a seatbelt extender. We're able to get on rides without me worrying about can I fit in a seat or anymore. And then I can walk through amusement parks and get over 20,000 steps and still feel like I'm okay. Um, so as I continue my journey, I haven't totally met my weight loss goals, but I'm meeting my goals to be healthier. And so, what I want to say to you tonight, as you create these goals for yourself and you realize what you're really committed to, um, the way to not shift back into where you came from is to remember your why and to remember what it felt like when you weren't where you are going, and ask yourself, do you want to work that much harder to go back and to get to where you really want to go? So what it means for me is like even though I hadn't met my specific weight loss number goal, I feel good. Like the other day, like if you notice, like I said, I got this red nose and I got a little drainage going on. I was challenged by someone to step outside of my comfort zone. And I'll be honest, I have comfort zones, some that I admit, some that I won't admit. And so there's like, well, instead of just walking, why don't you do like some jogging or running with it? And my jog or run might not look like yours, but it's what it is. And so I remember before I had my daughter, which was 11 years ago, I can remember I used to do training out in my yard. used to do, just stuff, and I enjoyed doing it. I had like a dog, I had a puppy. We used to run with them, and it used to be fun. And at somewhere along the way, I got to a point where um, thing after thing after thing started happening to me, not for me, because I would say to me, because I was a victim. But when I learned better, I started doing better. And so what would happen is every time I would start getting in a point where I would exercise, something would get injured. My knee, my foot, whatever. It would just get hurt. And so I was committed back then to nursing the pain, feeling better, and being stuck in the fact that I was in pain and I couldn't do what I used to be able to do. And because I couldn't do what I used to be able to do, I wasn't going to do anything. So that's what I was committed to back then. And so when I got that kind of reality dose to me, a few months ago, my daughter and I, we were walking, and she challenged me, and not even challenged, like she encouraged me. She was like, I think you should run. And I'm like, no, I can't run, because in my mind, I was thinking about how it felt when I tried to run, how my knees felt, how my body felt. And, I didn't want to start running, and I didn't want to injure myself, because if I got injured, then it would be that much further behind for me to start back over. And so let me share with you. Um, the other day I went out and I didn't think about too much stuff other than, I like how this feels, feeling good to be able to get out. But I'm like, I'm carrying this weight on me. And I'll be honest, I was heavier than I am now when I was jogging. But it's like I just had this thing where I was stuck in my mind where I'm thinking, I'm going to hurt, I'm going to injure myself, and I'm going to be stuck, and I'm not going to know where to go. And so let me share. I went outside and I turned on my music, I turned on my apps tracking my steps and things like that. And I committed to, you're not going to walk this whole way through. You're going to stay moving, and you're not going to move at a snail's pace. Might be a snail's pace to you if you're more active than me, but I'm just saying it wasn't going to be at a snail's pace. And guess what? The first interval that I did, and I took off, and I said, I'm going to go to this mailbox. And I'm like, no matter what, you're going to stay at the mailbox. And so all I did was move my legs, committed to the run, jog, or whatever you call it. And I moved my legs, and I said, nothing's going to stop me from stopping this jog, like jog, or whatever we call it, until I reach this mailbox, because I can do it. And so all I did was tell myself what it was I wanted to do. I set my mind to do it, and I just did it. I made no excuses. All I did was make excuses as to why I could do it. That was me being committed. And then I made it to that one. Then I said, okay, you'll walk to the next one, then you'll jog to the next one. And that's what I did. I walked, I jogged, I walked, I jogged, and I did it. Um, and the other part about it was, all in the past where I used to jog, I was like being a little timid with it, because I was afraid of how it felt when I got hurt, or how my knees felt, how my feet felt. And I was stuck in those moments. But because I committed to myself that I was going to do it, I did it, and I didn't make excuses to not do it. And so that was my story. And so I did it. I felt good. It didn't feel like it used to feel, which was even when I was felt like I was more physically fit and active. I used to do it, and I used to have immediate pain when I would come in. I felt great. I felt amazing. Even in doing it, I felt like that was just the beginning. So I stayed committed to the fact that I can do it. I saw how I can do it, and I kept on moving forward. So when I got in the house, I forgot that we got so much pollen in the air. And so it crept up right here. But does that mean I don't go back out and do it anymore? No, it means that I get to be prepared when I go outside the next time, because I'm looking forward to going back again. I'm looking forward to see how much more I can do. I'm looking forward to that commitment, because for me, on the other side of that is, okay, you don't go back and do it for yourself, and you take a day off. Not a day becomes a week, a week becomes a month, months become years, and things like that, and you keep on it, then you start back. Only thing that happens is time keeps moving forward with or without you. And so when you commit to doing something, just commit to doing it. Just that's the first part of commitment. Just saying what it is that you want to do, and then just make a declaration and just do it. Make no excuses to get it done. Just do it, and then each day you build upon that commitment. You build upon that promise to yourself. You will not regret keeping promises to yourself, not to anyone else, but to you. Because why would you not want to keep a promise to you? Because if you want to teach other people how to treat you, you start by treating yourself better. And so that's just what I wanted to share with you tonight. Just my story about commitment. So I committed to getting outside and doing something a little different for me. I committed to, no matter how it felt, that I was going to do it. And then I set a goal for myself, and I saw myself doing it, and I got out there and did it, and I stayed focused on it. So I just want to encourage someone that when you commit to something, start with the commitment that you make to yourself. Um, it's okay to commit to yourself. It's okay to promise yourself that you can do it. It's okay to see yourself that you can do it, and it's okay to just do it. When you commit to yourself and you actually go through with your commitment, it feels so much better. You teach yourself how to treat you. You teach other people how to treat you. And so um, that's just what I want to encourage you. It's okay to be free to commit to you. You're important and you're worth it. So thank you for joining. I want you to have a great night and see you later. Bye.